Hey Cancer, welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. This is an advanced class. Thank you so much for being here. That means I won't be really going into depth on certain things I expect for you to know. If you don't, you might try some of the other tarot readers. There's some great ones on here. They go more into depth about how energy works and things of that sort. I'll just be going into what moves me, all right, and what seems relevant at the time. Otherwise, I'm going to keep it moving, all right? So, there will be adult language in the video, quite possibly, so viewer discretion is advised. Here's your location in September. You're going to be going through some heavy stuff, all right? There is a sense of understanding the patterns of life. There is a sense of bittersweetness, um, a seeing, how far pain can go in life, how far pain is woven into life and integrated into life in a way that it's like you know, there's always a reoccurring cycle of some sort, it seems, and of pain and and pleasure, of happiness, of joy and pain, of sunshine and rain, of course. Uh, so, it's kind of sad for you, in terms of how you seem to be perceiving the situation. You feel a little, you're well, you're okay, but you're, a little bit taxed. You're a little bit tired psychically. Um, you are looking within. You are self examining. You may be having something similar to a dark night of the soul, or you may be, on your way in, on your way out of the dark night. But I'm going to guess on your way out. On your way out. Because it's not really so much guessing. It's really right here. Okay, so you must be on your way out if you're doing a review of that nature. Okay, is all I'm saying. So there's a sense of been there, done that. You've been through some things. You've gained some experience. You've gained some information, some insight, but you're not exactly happy about what you're seeing, what you're finding, what you're learning. Okay? It sounds like you're learning what planet you live on. Welcome to Earth. Let's take a look at the weather where you are. Headphone people, please lower your headphones if you please. All right. And what do we got? Oh. Jumper. We got a jumper. She represents bringing things into fruition, making dreams come true. She represents protecting what matters most. She has the power of manifestation. Moving along. Cancer. Cancer. This September. Seeing root causes clearly. You're using your words to remove obstacles in your way, and you're clearing your path, the path of your destiny. You're able to see why something was disappointing or someone was disappointed. If you hear traffic sounds, I live in New York City. Thank you. Hello, everyone. By the way, if you're in the New York City area and you're interested in henna, please do get in touch with me. I'm a henna artist, among other things. Okay, so please don't think there's a limit, but this is one of my loves. This is one of my very, very beautiful, wonderful loves, and that is the sacred art of henna, over 5,000 years old from what I understand from my research. All right, so anyhow, um, someone was disappointed, and now you see why. I don't read reversals. My poor cards. I messed them up because I spilled something on them apparently and didn't know it, and they were sticky. And then I was like, why are they sticky? And then finally, that was just too much for me. I tried to clean them with alcohol. You'll see. You'll see as the cards come out. There's different little character, you know, little beauty marks on in different cards. Anyhow, back to you. Sorry about that, Cancer. All right. Maybe your cards got messed up like mine. I don't know. Maybe not. Hopefully not. But maybe so. But anyhow, what I see here is somebody didn't do the right thing. They see that. And they see that that's why the disappointment was caused. That's why they disappointed themselves, or that's why someone disappointed them because they disappointed someone. Somebody didn't do the right thing. And there was disappointment because of it. It might have been disappointment for everyone. All right? But you see now. All right? You see now. And it's hard to find the words to solve the problem. You don't perhaps know what to say. All right? Or you're going to say something and you're going to remove the obstacle. This is what it's leaning toward. You're going to remove that obstacle and you're going to say those words, even though it's going to be very hard. You're going to have to get through a turbulent time. You're going to have to work hard and possibly long. Okay? You might have to talk for a long time. You might have to have a hard conversation. It might be hard to say these words. All right? Gemini was getting a lot of this too, people. Okay? So I don't know what's going on in the weather out there. All right? But apparently your hurricane is spanning a couple of states. All right? So, yeah, hard time. All right? Hard time. But you're going to say it anyway. And if that's the case, good for you. All right? That shows a lot of testicular fortitude. All right? And I appreciate and respect that. Here, your destiny is at play. Someone was playing games. A lot of people playing games out there. Let me tell you, human beings. Excuse me, people who don't play games. Just hang on a moment. Let me tell you something, human beings who think games are okay, who play games or don't know about playing games, all right? Let me tell you something. Don't play games, all right? Because there's serious consequences that you can't turn back. Now, if you're over the age of 15, then I expect you to know better than to play kitty-ass games. I expect you to know better. Unless you're playing a constructive game where everybody understands the rules, everyone's agreed to play. And in that case, play hard, all right? And have yourself a great time. But if you're just playing with people, like this is fucking Clash of the Titans or Hercules, and you're like the god, and the humans are in your little fake-ass demo coliseum, you know what I'm saying? Not acceptable. Not acceptable to play games on that level. Now, I'm sorry if that's you, person who's watching this video. I'm sorry if that's you playing games, but guess what the ancestors told me to tell you? Yep. Stop playing games. That's what they told me. All right? So if you know you're playing a game and you know I'm telling you that the ancestors are informing me that you don't do that, you need to just slow your roll on that one. All right? So I don't know you. All right? So if you know about it and I'm saying it and you know it's real, come on, people. All right? The creator's looking dead at you. You thought you was hiding? Okay. You thought the creator was invisible, so you invisible too, motherfucker? That's what you thought? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Calm down. Calm down. I love you. Calm down. All right? You are sweet. All right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you motherfucker, but I just was like, getting into it, because I'm just saying. My saints smoke and curse. You know what I'm saying? So, take it on the chin. Don't worry. Everyone gets a turn to get cursed out by the spirits. I've been cursed out. Okay. I've been beat up. All right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. You'll be all right. Happens to everybody. Everybody has that moment where they play the game and they had to get their ass bust. Okay. It's all right. Happens all the time in the black community. All right. So there's some wisdom from the African American community for you all who are not African American. All right? Yeah. Yeah, you play games, you get your ass bust. We learned that lesson very early in the black community. All right? So won't you join us in our enlightenment? And don't start none. So then there won't be none. All right? Now that's a little wisdom from our community to yours. All right? Don't start none, and there won't be none. All right? And for those of you who don't know that expression, you'll need to ask your black friends. All right? And if your black friends don't know, then you don't have any black friends. Okay? Just saying. All right. Anyhow. All right. Someone's gotten more mature. Someone has learned to be a little more mature on the path of their destiny, to grow up a little. Grow up. Okay, Cancer? It's time to grow up. How about that? That's good news. That's good news. And that's probably what the bittersweetness is. You seem to be learning what planet you live on. Because it's a popular practice in America for parents to lie to their children about the world they're living in. And then we all seem so baffled when the child has a hard time adjusting to the reality of the situation, given the current active lies running around in that child's mind. God bless these children. So anyhow, let that be as a lesson to you. Let's find a way not to lie to our children. Let's face the world we live in and really try to come up with some solutions so Cancer doesn't have to have such a bittersweet time reflecting on all of the downsides of life here on Earth. I totally understand, Cancer. Let me tell you, I totally understand. All right? But that's okay. The Creator doesn't do punks and pussies. All right? And that is another layer that you will learn as you go on. All right? So don't worry, it's not all bad as you are developing an understanding of. It's not all bad, but, the fly in the soup thing, not so bueno, not so bueno. So, but you'll live, you didn't need it. Everything's fine, but that really sucks. That really sucks. So you're becoming more mature, you're becoming weathered, you're becoming seasoned, cooler, more reserved. All right? And that is a beautiful thing. You're stabilizing. All right? Cancer is stabilizing. So I gave you a lot of wisdom there. But let's go into at least one of these streams of thought. You seem to see the root cause clearly here, so we're going to close that up. All right, you feel that there may be some difficulty here, okay? And this is just a matter of fact. You're soaking in this like palm olive, all right? High five to the people born in the 20th century. All right. You're on your path. It is what it is. We're closing that up. Okay, if you want to know more about your path, you can get it personal. Okay, talk to me about the using of the words. There's an emotional connection. There's empathy. You want to express empathy. You want to express regard for someone because you have a sense of the worth and meaning of your actions in the process of life's unfoldment. You kind of get it. You know that you gotta keep it real. You gotta even up. You gotta level up. You gotta level with people. You gotta communicate with people. All right, and that is a form of emotional exchange, emotional connection, and certainly that builds upon the emotional connection, and so you're learning to respect that. All right, good for you. Okay, stormy weather. Stormy weather. It's hard. There was a slip and fall. Someone fell from grace. And that's why it's going to be a hard time. That's why you're going to have emotional turmoil over it. It's going to be tearing and wrenching because, if you feel bad. You feel bad for what you did. Or someone feels bad for what they did. Whoever launched this, whoever's having a hard time with the word thing and they got to remove the obstacle, yada yada. You know who you are, people. You know who you are. Okay? And so someone had a slip and fall. Someone fell from grace. Someone thought too highly of themselves and didn't do the work to back it up. All right? They were talking like this, but they couldn't back it up. All right? And in the African American community, that is a fatal, fatal flaw. All right? One must always represent. Very important. Very important. Okay? So, it's going to be hard work. Perhaps proving your loyalty, proving your devotion. You know what to do to show love. You know what to do to show that you can give a pure love. But you don't know how to put it into the words. You know you got to say some words. Okay? But you are not sure which words to use. How to put it, to convey the realness of it. Because there's words, but you don't want them to come across as empty to that person. You want to be able to convey the devotion through the love. There's moments in life, okay, but there's an aspect of language or whatever where you are using words and they're just words, right? Descriptive words or whatever, right? You're just using words. And then there's using words so that those words are actions in themselves. Okay? Let me give you a for instance. For instance, you can say, I love you, right? And we know that people have many interpretations of what love is, how to do it. And do you mean the same thing I mean when I say love? Right? We got to work all that out, and that ends up being a whole lot of complex shit that could take you years to work out, right? Okay. Or somebody could say, ever since you came into my life, I've I've gotten so much better as a human being, and I feel incredibly blessed to be in your presence. I mean, you're so beautiful. You take such excellent care of yourself. You try so hard. You give so much. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate that. Now, see, you don't hear shit like that every day. All right? And so that's the difference between I'm saying I love you using words and I'm saying I love you using words. You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying. So uh, there's a matter of needing to use words and wanting them to come across as actions. Um, Often when we've fucked up, I mean, I get it. No, your shit is legit. You clearly care about this person or you care to do this genuinely. And, so, but I'm just saying, when somebody is in the doghouse and they know they fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you want that person or you want whatever that thing is to be recovered, to be healed, to be righteous again. You want it to hurry up and be that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be sitting there suffering for a year for some shit you already was suffering for a year about. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to use your words as actions, all right? But I should say, let's go on back up here. And if you could find a way to convey the empathy and the compassion that you have, the awareness and the emotional connection that you feel to this person, that should be, I think, significant. And then convey also in words that you now have grown and you respect, the part that your actions played in the situation, and now you know more about the part your actions play in situations in general. All right, you've learned a life lesson. All right, put or articulate all of that, and your words can be actions. All right, so also use words to acknowledge that you might have a difficult period to rebuild, to get through, and you acknowledge that. Communicate that you acknowledge that. Or perhaps that was your plan all along. Communicate that you feel bad, you're torn up. I mean, what do you have to lose? If this thing is something you want, expose yourself. Who cares if they turn you down? Okay? Because ultimately, you owe yourself a genuine attempt to get what you want in life, particularly if it's healthy and it's beneficial to all beings. You owe it to yourself, especially if there's love involved or any kind of love that you feel. Not the infatuation kind, but if there's something really coming from your heart, be it a craft or an opportunity, a career opportunity, a human being, a lover, whatever that it is. All right. If it's coming out of your heart, then you owe it to yourself to pursue your heart's desire, because heart's desires, as opposed to emotional desires or psychological desires that are all in your head and not really based in anything else, a heart's desire is based in the soul, it's based in the spirit, and therefore it's righteous. Okay, so your job, human being, is to identify what is the nature of this desire. Where is it coming from? Okay, and if you feel pretty firm about whether or not it's coming from your heart, of course you can ask the ancestors for guidance. You don't have to miss a step. You ain't got to wait. Okay, you can just go forth and expect to be assisted. Expect to be assisted. Trust yourself and trust the fact that you have a relationship with the ancestors, because that is a fact. If you're watching my video, you must have a relationship. You've been beckoned. Okay? You thought you clicked on this video? No, I clicked on you, my friend. I clicked on you. On behalf of my ancestors, they said, hey, click that. And so I work here. All right? Don't worry about it. So, anyhow, the point is, you owe it to yourself. Okay? Rejection, reschmection. All right? That's what I said. I'm not going to say it again because I probably won't be able to say it again. All right? But the point is, What, come on. We got global warming. We got Trump. All right? God knows we got Jeffrey Epstein and his buddies who apparently are global in dimension and scope. Dude, dude, we ain't got time to be wasting joy. Do you feel me? Go get that joy. Make it, build it, plant it, grow it, harvest it, use it, feel it. All right? Do all of that. All right? Get that all done. All right? Because it's September, and that is harvest time, my friends. Harvest time, because once Virgo comes with the sickle, all right, with the spirit of karma, all right, then you can take all your fruits that you gathered, plop it on the scale during Libra time, all right, and we're going to see who measures up at the end of September, all right. So measure up. That's what this is about. It's time for you to go ahead and level up, measure up, get yourself right, because when Libra time comes, the judgment, that's right, the judgment. When Libra time comes, the case is going to be closed. All right? So you better get her done during Virgo season. Get her done. Get that harvest in. All right? Because it's not a game, party people. It is not a game here on Earth. All right? We got real problems, people. We got real problems. All right? So don't let the small things get you distracted. All right? Go get your love. Go get your joy. Because ain't nobody got time for that. All right? It was good to see you, Cancer. Listen, if you need a personal reading, go ahead and go down to the description. Follow those steps. I'll hook you right up. Like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. You already know what it is. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for taking a look behind the black veil.